the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the point guard position. Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
How about the vertical of Gilgeous-Alexander, a guard who can get up and throw it down.
And here's Conley outside. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Williams. Basket good.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Conley. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit, and we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Conley finds Randall. Back to Conley. Edwards trying to get open, and it's Conley that time on the assist from Randall. Conley's got 5.
Well, that's awareness there from Randall. He keeps an eye out for his open teammate.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Nobody near Williams. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 3. Randall passes to Conley. Here is Edwards. Fires from deep. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Pass to Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving it around. Williams kicks to Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert pulls it in.
The defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Edwards, good.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
And just miss after miss right now.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And that one drops.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. The kick out to Williams. Sinks the triple. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
Well, a solid facilitator that helps that the defense thinks that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to shoot and not pass.
And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. They trail by 3. Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
for Minnesota. They've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Now here's Conley. He has 5, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Miller's checked in for Randall, and it's Edwards in for Clark.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. 9 feet out. No good off the back of the rim. Oklahoma City trailing. Right side, Dort. Hartenstein passes to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Minnesota on top. They lead by 2. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
On the court for Minnesota, we've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Anthony Edwards out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Reed. And it's Minot in at the 4-man position. And Minnesota has possession. The Thunder making the shot. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams. And his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities. But he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Mars is checked in. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, GA?
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report.
Come on.
Reed misses.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 11 points in the game. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 4 now for Oklahoma City. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. Conley now comes in for Alexander Walker. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Edwards against Williams. A crossover. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Shoots the three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Holmgren's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Conley, the pass to DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Here's Edwards. Hits from the high post. Edwards got 13.
And that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest.
Williams for three. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder over Conley, and he can't bank that one in. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Well, you want to chase him off the three-point line. DiVincenzo able to settle in that time.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Good on the shot. Williams has got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City. There's 1:54 left now here in the second. Outside Edwards. From outside the arc, Williams with the defensive effort.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 13. Outside Williams. Dort kicks to Williams. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%. Thunder trailing by 3. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Michael Conley picks one up.
And money from the stripe. SGA could close his eyes and knock that down.
Minnesota making some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. And it's McDaniels in for Edwards. Minnesota's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. McDaniels kicks to Randle. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got 5 rebounds tonight. Dort passes to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Here's Dort. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Dort against DiVincenzo. Randle outside. Sweet little floater. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 7 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Minnesota in the lead. Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
Here's Dort. Poke loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Dort.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Love that attitude, growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. The game now all-time. Holmgren's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Conley kicks to McDaniels. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Conley finds Edwards. Pulls up. Another miss by Minnesota. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Edwards with it. He's got 16. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Williams against McDaniel. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 18 points for him. Dort misses. Conley up top, defended by Dort. Yep, that one goes. Conley's got 9 points.
And how about that move by Conley, adjusting around the contact to get the finish.
Pass to Holmgren. Over to the left wing. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. For the lead, just 5 on the clock. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Gobert with a screen on Dort. Here's Edwards. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside. it can add some spunk to your team.
Timeout, timeout.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed comes in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. Here's Reed. Nothing on the board. Conley surveying the D. Alexander Walker misses the three. The Thunder with the lead. There's Williams. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
DiVincenzo against Dort. DiVincenzo passes to Reed. Nice defense from Dort. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And the Thunder with some changes. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Cason Wallace in for Dort. Clark, he's checked in for Minnesota. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Wallace. Off target from outside.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Can't connect from short range. Timberwolves trail by 4. Randle passes to DiVincenzo. No one near Randle as he lets it go. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Caruso. Hartenstein finds Wallace. 4 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Thunder lead by 2. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. The Timberwolves shooting straight 49% from the field. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Joe Ingles is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Reed. Then there's Edwards. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Caruso. The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there. He lacks defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Out to Wallace. Lets the 3 fly. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Timberwolves trail. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's against Reed. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. This one for three. That's good from Wallace on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander. Now it's a 4-point Oklahoma City lead. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. Clark, he's checked in for Minnesota. Conley now comes in for Alexander Walker. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch is talking about with his players. Now, he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now an update on Jalen Williams from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Hey, guys, the Thunder's head athletic trainer gave me an update. Oh, that is not what you want to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury.
Thank you, David. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
Yeah, we always think about when players go down, how terrible a blow it can be for the team. We wish him well and hope he's on the floor quickly.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. A wide open look here for Caruso. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Holmgren in the corner. Wallace outside. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Holmgren can't hit. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Pass to Conley. And he drops in the way up off the glass. And it's now only a 1-point Thunder lead.
That's just being a pro. Conley understanding the moment and rising to the occasion.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Wallace kicks to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Caruso. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 7th assist in the game. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randle comes in for Clark. And it's McDaniels in for Dante DiVincenzo. Edwards looking it over. Shot from 12. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that win, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
For 3, Holmgren. Minnesota with the rebound. Conley with a wide open look. The putback. Rebound by Wallace. Thunder have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso offline with his 3.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Now, that's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Caruso. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Holmgren. Over Randle. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Conley kicks to Randle. It's good from beyond the arc.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Gilgeous-Alexander against McDaniel. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And now we've got the intentional foul. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They trail by 5. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in. He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that brings them within 2 here. Here is Edwards. And now they foul and stop the clock. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Both at the
and taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.